They call her Helen of the West Indies due to her great physical beauty. The island of St. Lucia is already well known internationally as a honeymoon destination and for its jazz festival. And in a few years' time, it'll be the leading destination for golf in the region. World-famous golfer Greg Norman is the designer of choice for the Troon Golf managed 18-hole championship golf course, and Norman is in awe of the Paradis site.
Spectacular. Land meeting sea, golf course. You can't really express it, because a lot of times we don't get opportunities like this where we can actually put golf holes right down under the ocean, capture the views like we capture here, capture views from all 18 holes. Normally when we get a great piece of property, you normally get about 12, 14 holes maximum where you get magnificent views, but here you got all 18 of them.
The man the world knows as the Shark flew into St. Lucia on his sleek Gulfstream G500 and then boarded a helicopter for an aerial tour of the vast Paradis site, which is set along the southeast coast of St. Lucia. Greg Norman dominated golf for many years, winning the oldest of the 4 major golf championships, the British Open Championship, twice in 1986 and 1993. He also won the Players' Championship in 1994. Greg Norman's company has grown into one of the leading golf course design companies in the world, with completed or ongoing projects on 5 continents, and recognizes the Caribbean as the leading destination for the sport.
The Caribbean market for the game of golf has just gone ballistic. And it started going that way about 4 to 6 years ago, and it really started all the way from the northern tip of the Bahama chain all the way down to Barbados. Barbados has been a tremendous golfing destination for a long period of time, and St. Lucia's doing that right now. From what I know, there's about 4 to 6 golf courses that are under either going to be construction or under construction right now, so that tells you the golf corridor was coming here. So the other thing you're seeing too is sophisticated travelers. You're getting, with the access to the internet, with the ease of travel around the world nowadays, people from the European market or northern part of the United States, which now is minus 15 degrees or whatever, they're looking for destinations like St. Lucia or like Barbados, or like anywhere in the Caribbean chain. And for us as golfers, we know that. And to be one of the top architects and being in the growth corridor, you want to be there.
DCG Properties Managing Director Karen Dolby came to St. Lucia 7 years ago and fell in love with the island and its people, and has received the full support of the government for this project.
When I actually first saw the site, I just didn't believe how lucky we were. I mean, one of the most protected bays on the eastern seaboard, topography from sea level up to 620 feet, and the 3 peninsulas that jut out and the 4 bays that we have just make this probably the most diverse and most beautiful, I think, on the island. I mean, out of probably something like nearly 1,000 names, eventually the name Paradis was put forward, and it just seemed to fit. We just felt that that was the perfect name for just the most fabulous location that we have here. It is Paradise. My inspiration for the design is obviously to try and capture the Caribbean and the Creole, the whole Caribbean style of design, and we've tried to do that as much as we can, and to integrate that into not only the residences, but also into the hotel design and the spa, and to use natural materials as much as possible and natural colouring, so that this integrates into the landscape rather than looking like a carbuncle on the landscape.
The course, when completed in 2008, will feature an 18-hole par 72, 7,104-yard championship course with elevations ranging from sea level to 620 feet above sea level.
My responsibility now is to create the best golf course that will extract maximum dollar for the resort and for the residential community here, and they've asked me to do that. I've got a good reputation for doing that. We've opened about 55, 56 golf courses worldwide now, and with another 42 under contract, so we're delivering the goods, and I'm proud to say that, and for Kieran to be able to put his finger on the pulse and say we'd like to have a Greg Norman golf course design, it's an honor for us. When I step foot on a piece of property or we sign that contract, every time I do it, I want to do the best possible job I can do for that project. That is my responsibility. I want to make it an award-winning design job. I want to make the resort an award-winning resort because of all the other components that come with it. I just got a small part of it. And my name's going to be on this golf course forever and a day. And I take pride in that fact that your fingerprint goes on a piece of property and it stays there for generations. As long as even when I'm dead and buried, my name's still going to be there.
Probably the most recognised brand, the most recognised logo in golf, in the world of golf, the Shark. We've been working with this team now, for the design team, for the last 18 months. And I have to tell you, these guys are very, very nice people. They've looked at the site, they've looked at it sympathetically, they've tried to minimise clearing where they can, but to maximise. And of course when I first came here and saw this site, there was certain places I could get to, and I could look and think it was beautiful. Now I can get around everywhere on these 18 holes that have now been cleared. This land was 1,000 times more beautiful than the first time I saw it. It takes your breath away at every turn. It's incredible.
Constructed by the highly respected White Golf Construction crew, the clubhouse will be at an elevation of 280 feet above sea level. The 95 acres at Le Paradis will feature a fully automatic irrigation system. Norman's hands-on approach is invaluable to the design process. Having spent 331 weeks of his 3-decade professional career as the world's #1 ranked player, Norman had the unique opportunity to compete on many of the greatest golf courses in the world. As such, he utilizes his vast experience in each design.
You want to capture what Mother Nature gave you. And what Mother Nature gave you is what you're seeing behind me right here. Magnificent views, and like I said, land meeting sea. When you can have land meeting sea with blue ocean and tropical weather and tropical foliage around, and you can't beat it.
The Norman design team is currently building courses in Jordan, Costa Rica, British Columbia, Canada, Poland, Oman, Mexico, South Africa, Colorado, Greece, and the United Arab Emirates. DCG Properties is fully conscious of environmentally sensitive properties like Le Paradis. That includes wetlands or sites with endangered native plant life. And a key member of the team is environmentalist Peter Ernest, a man who has spent most of his life in the Praline area.
It is the uniqueness of the ecosystem, the vistas, and the friendliness of these people that actually sell this island. And development have to be sensitive to those issues. Otherwise, it is not likely to succeed. Because people who come to Tenerife, they come for a quality visit experience, and this is what we really have to offer. My plans for the Le Paradis project is to create a number of nature trails that can take people out in the outdoors so that they could enjoy nature in all its splendor and all its majesty, because I believe that there is a whole outdoor laboratory for the study of natural as well as ecological processes. And I think it's going to help to raise people's awareness and appreciation of the natural environment. If you could take them to scenic areas, it will let them exposed to the plants and animals that is so important in that area.
Le Paradis will also feature a Starwood Western managed hotel and health spa, with ballroom and conference facilities, as well as mountainside apartments and luxury living villas.
I believe people will come out from all over the world to play this course. Just to play down here at the Shark's Bite, the par 3, and with a 120-foot drop into the ocean all round. Challenging. Every aspect of the course is phenomenal. You're playing in the parklands, you're playing on the coastal side down here with 4 holes. I believe this will, again, I think it will capture people's imagination. I think they'll want to play it time after time after time. And obviously my long-term hope is that we can secure a top tournaments here on the Paradis golf course. It's tremendously exciting to see, the land being cleared, the whole thing taking a form rather than being, on paper and looking at computer-generated images. This is a very, very spiritual place. It's a place where you can come and lose yourself. And I often sit out on the promontory at Frigate and just let that place take my cares away. To sit on the headland at Frigate is a very, very wonderful experience, overlooking the Frigate Islands and the frigate birds that come and nest there every year. You realise how insignificant you are in the whole plan of things. It just brings us down to reality.
Le Paradis at Praline Bay St. Lucia, a great investment, the ideal vacation spot for travellers who are looking for pleasure and enrichment through the wonder of the undiscovered, the adventure of the unfamiliar, the freshness of the unspoiled, and the stimulation of the exotic.